For decades, this disputed territory has been the center of intense conflict between two nuclear-armed nations, India and Pakistan. In this video, we unravel the history, explore the latest escalations, and understand the humanitarian impact affecting millions. Stick around as we break down the facts, expose the realities, and bring you the latest updates you need to know. In one of the most volatile regions in the world, tensions are once again on the rise. Kashmir, the disputed territory between two nuclear-armed nations, India and Pakistan, finds itself at the center of escalating confrontations. What's driving this sudden surge in conflict? What are the implications for global peace and stability? In this deep dive, we unravel the complex history, the latest developments, and what the future holds for Kashmir. The history of Kashmir. A conflict rooted in partition. The conflict over Kashmir is as old as the partition of British India in 1947. When India and Pakistan were born, the princely state of Kashmir, ruled by Maharaja Hari Singh, was caught in the middle. Choosing to accede to India in exchange for military protection sparked the first war between the two nations. The conflict resulted in the creation of the Line of Control, LOC, a de facto border that still stands today. Decades have passed, but the status of Kashmir remains disputed, with both countries claiming it in full but controlling only parts. This territorial dispute has fueled multiple wars, countless skirmishes, and an ongoing insurgency that continues to claim lives. Over the years, various peace treaties have been attempted but failed, largely due to mistrust and political disagreements. International bodies like the United Nations have intervened multiple times, but with little lasting impact. Both nations have continued to fortify their military presence along the LOC, making any de-escalation difficult. Generations have grown up in conflict, with schools often shut down and families displaced. The conflict over Kashmir remains one of the longest-running territorial disputes in modern history. Recent escalations, the turning point. The recent surge in tensions began with a series of military exchanges along the line of control. Reports of cross-border shelling, drone incursions, and targeted strikes have reignited fears of a broader conflict. Both India and Pakistan have ramped up their military presence, with new deployments and heightened alertness. International observers are concerned that any miscalculation could escalate into full-scale war, especially given both nations' nuclear capabilities. With global powers like the United States, China, and Russia closely monitoring the situation, the stakes have never been higher. The latest escalations have also included cyber confrontations, with both sides accusing each other of digital sabotage. Diplomatic channels have been strained, with talks breaking down more frequently. Military exercises in contested regions have raised alarms across the international community. Fear of proxy battles and increased militancy is also growing, adding another layer of complexity to the already tense situation. Both sides have issued strong warnings, signaling that neither is willing to back down easily. Humanitarian impact, lives on the line. The people of Kashmir have borne the brunt of this decades-long conflict. Families are torn lockdowns, and internet blackouts have become part of everyday life for the people living in the region. According to recent reports, civilian casualties have spiked, with innocent lives caught in the crossfire. Human rights organizations are calling for immediate de-escalation, but with both governments firmly entrenched in their positions, peace seems elusive. Displaced families struggle to find shelter and basic necessities, while local economies have collapsed under the weight of constant military presence. Educational institutions frequently shut down due to safety concerns, leaving many children without proper schooling. Mental health crises are on the rise, as many endure the psychological toll of living in a conflict zone. Activists and local leaders continue to call for international intervention, but progress remains stagnant. Despite global awareness, meaningful action has yet to be taken. Diplomatic efforts, a glimmer of hope. Despite the growing hostilities, there are ongoing diplomatic efforts to bring both sides to the negotiating table. International mediation attempts have been made by the United Nations, the United States, and other global players, but progress remains limited. Could this latest crisis be the tipping point that finally forces India and Pakistan to reconsider their long-standing stances? Or will the world witness another cycle of violence and loss? Diplomatic channels are fragile, with constant breakdowns overshadowing moments of hope. Some regional leaders have called for independent mediation, seeking neutral parties to facilitate dialogue. Public sentiment in both countries remains skeptical, given the history of failed negotiations. Meanwhile, border skirmishes continue, often coinciding with attempts at peace talks, further complicating diplomatic efforts. Despite setbacks, global powers continue to urge both nations toward peaceful resolution. The future of Kashmir, what lies ahead? As tensions simmer, the future of Kashmir remains uncertain. Will there be a path to peace, or is the region doomed to remain a flashpoint for conflict? In the coming weeks, the actions of both nations and the international community will determine whether Kashmir moves towards peace or spirals deeper into chaos. Analysts predict that any resolution will require significant political will and international pressure. Humanitarian aid and development may help stabilize the region, but only if lasting peace is achieved. Technology and media have also become battlegrounds, with both nations engaging in information warfare. The youth of Kashmir remain hopeful but are often caught in a cycle of despair. For now, the region stands at a crossroads, its fate hanging in the balance. Kashmir stands as a symbol of unyielding conflict, a place where history, politics, and lives intersect in tragedy. As the world watches, one can only hope for dialogue over division and peace over war. The crisis in Kashmir is far from over, and its resolution remains one of the most pressing challenges of our time. That wraps up our deep dive into the Kashmir crisis. If you found this analysis insightful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to FactPulse for more in-depth explorations of global events. Hit the bell icon to stay updated on our latest uploads. Remember, understanding the facts is the first step toward making informed opinions. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed.